And then sometimes I really do pray before I start with my clients and my garments. I honestly really do, and that really helps me a lot.
Thanks for tuning in to Giving Spring podcast. Here we bring you powerful conversations and practical topics that you can use right away.
A big shout out to the Giving Spring Foundation and its founders for making this podcast possible. So, since we know that the fashion industry is like very competitive and very high paced, so how do you manage stress as a fashion designer?
Okay, so at the Northwest School of Design, all students are taught how to handle such things after when you're done. Because now you're going to have clients and you're going to have to work through the night. And then there'll be clients that won't pay you and all that. And then people taking advantage of you. You know, such things. Mm-hmm. So, and then we're taught at school everything that we need to know. Unless maybe you're not focused and then you forget everything. And then when you go out there, people will eat you. So the principal of the Northwest School of Design used to say to us that time is where everyone gets to stress a lot. Because there's garments that need to go out, deadlines, we need to meet deadlines and all that. And then there's a lot of students that will lose their mind and you'll stress a lot. And then normally she would say to us that you must just, try to relax and then focus on one thing at a time, finish that and then go to another thing. Because if you scream or get frustrated or get miserable, it's not going to help, which is true. It doesn't really help. So you just relax and then you take a deep breath and then you just do whatever that you need to do. Mm-hmm. So that's how I handle mine. I always remember her words. Yeah. And then sometimes I really do pray before I start with my clients and my garments. I honestly really do, and that really helps me a lot. Because I don't want to, dealing with clients and dresses that don't want to come together. You get very stubborn designs that you know what you're doing, but something just goes wrong. Mm-hmm. So sometimes when I just start with maybe a little of a word of prayer and then invite Heavenly Father to just help me. Yeah, it works out. Always works out. And then I also had a lot of experiences ever since I started opening my own brand. I've met a lot of people, so I have a lot of experience, especially when I also used to work for Anel Bota. I also helped with fitting clients there as well. So most of the experiences also come from there. So you can imagine from school and then Anel. And then now when it comes to mine, then I already knew
you have a lot
what to do.
Okay. Wow,
so nice. It's really, the stress really doesn't get to me now. It's not a problem.
Wow. I like how that, stress is something that you were taught and you experience.
The problem is when they don't pay me.
Yes.
I can imagine.
That's the problem.
That is very frustrating. Yeah.
But don't you do you give the clothing first, or how does it work?
I do. It's very tricky, ne? Because when I started, I told them that I'm not going to give out a garment before the rest of the payments. And then, sharp, it was okay. Then everyone would all agree. And then after that, you'd get other clients are older people. And then you get people that will manipulate you. And then then some are very kind and sweet. And some are also old clients. Mm-hmm. So, and then I trust you.
Yeah.
And then I'll give out, because maybe the first time you didn't give me problems or on, and then I'll trust you, and then I'll say, okay, it's fine, because you're not my new client. I know where you live, I've got your numbers, everything, then, so it's fine. And then you don't come back.
Yeah.
So it's very tricky.
It is.
The
world of business, not a sweet place at times.
No.
Yeah, but even now leaning towards your creativity, do you ever feel like you experience creativity burnout? And what does that look like for you? When maybe you've run out of ideas?
I don't think you could ever run out of ideas. So, when I make every garment that I make, there's always like an inspiration behind, always. So, I don't think that it's possible that you can run out of ideas. I always have ideas.
I love that. I aspire to be like that. Always full of
Yeah.
ideas.
Never run out of them.
Nah.
Just always in your creative side.
And then when you see another person's like idea, then it also gives you another idea, and you're like, he did this. Maybe I can do this.
Oh.
Maybe the pocket is this side, and then you can like, okay, maybe mine can be this side. Want something like that.
I like that. It's like we're not limited to just rigid thinking. It's very much of, it's my world, my books, we do this. I think for me, like personally, I've like struggled to see myself as a creative person because I wasn't good at drawing or painting or anything of that sort. But then like as I'm getting to like hear your ideas about how, it's not just you're not just only your own ideas, but then also other people's ideas inspire you to bring even more ideas, and then you just don't experience that burnout. I like that.
Because there's always like a design that's like, that you can make your own. That can be different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, speaking of different designers, how how competitive is the fashion industry, and if so, how are you able to manage that competitiveness?
Like I said, there's a lot of there's a lot of fashion designers. There's a lot of creative fashion designers. The Northwest School of Design has a fashion show every year in November. So I go there every year just to see other people's, ideas and how they think and all that. It's amazing when you get there. When you think, alright, now I'm the best. You'll get someone that's like above you, and then people that think stuff that you'll even ask yourself, oh, but how did you think of that? How do you come up with it?
So then how were you able
it's
to
crazy.
manage with like the way it's so competitive? What do you tell yourself?
I just stick to being me and doing what I love, because I think if you compare yourself to someone else, then that's going to be a problem. Yeah, then because I used to do that before at school, and it never worked for me. So now I just do things my way.
I love that.
So, and then after school, I remember there was a time where I really struggled to find myself, or what is it that I really love. And then, like when you look at a garment and then you look at me, how do we connect? How am I gonna what's the word I'm looking for?
Express yourself like in the design.
Yeah, or maybe if you know me and then maybe you know my designs as well, and then you immediately when you see the design, then you can tell that's definitely my design. Or how do I connect with my designs and make people know that it's definitely Mpo without even
like your signature.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then only this year I started finding myself, because I didn't really know what is it that I really like. It's very comparing yourself to other people, it'll make you just go around and not find yourself.
Yeah.
It'll take a while to really find yourself, like it did with me. And then eventually you do. And then when you do, you have to make sure you stick to that. Yeah.
I like that.
So now I realized that I'm more of I like elegance and class and sophistication, more of independence. So when my clients are wearing my garments, I want them to feel the elegance and the class and the sophistication, the confidence, so that's what I put into my garments. Because I also like that. That's why I went with the brand. My brand name is Sassy. That's where that all comes from. Because the word sassy means elegance and class.
A little bit of
So it has to go together with my garments and with me as well. So everything has to flow nicely together.
I love that. I loved how you got the chance to get to your flow, you know.
Yo, but it took a while. It took me forever because I worked for Anel and then I was at school. Then there was a lot of different students. And then I went to the fashion show and then I got confused and I would look at the other designers and I was like, but that one is good. That one is perfect. And then I didn't give myself time and attention. Then only after a while I realized, okay, this is what I want.
I like that. I think it linked so well with my other question that I was going to ask, whether you've ever found yourself in the space of the imposter syndrome. So sometimes where you'd feel like maybe you're not good enough, maybe, you know, what you've done is not to maybe your or others' likings. Let me put it that way.
There were moments where I felt like I was not good enough. Because every time I would give out a garment, I didn't feel like I did my best. I still feel the same. I feel like every time I give out a garment, I don't do my best. Because sometimes I like perfection too much.
Yeah.
So I like everything. I focus on detail. Everything, the zip must be even. Everything, like my seams must be even. Everything must just correspond nicely. So if there's something wrong, it doesn't make me feel right. And then even when my clients are wearing my garments, I want it to sit properly on the body. I want everything to just sit properly. But still, even though when I can see where it's sitting nicely, I still feel that I should have done better. I don't know why do I do that to myself. I don't know. I do that to myself a lot. I'm never satisfied. Even though I can see the garment is really good. And then I get compliments, people telling me, oh, this is really good. I like this. And I'm like, maybe I could have done better. I do that. But I want to keep that attitude because I feel like it helps me.
It pushes you.
Yeah, it does. It pushes me a lot. I don't want to relax.
I like that. You're using it as a positive notion. It's not in a negative way where that's depressing you now.
Yeah.
You're in a state of helplessness.
And then I guess I also listen to the compliments. If someone says it looks good, and then I want the next garment to look even
Great.
like it's stunning. Okay, say stunning. Then when you say it looks stunning, then I want another word about stunning. For the next outfit, I want another compliment that's above the one that you just gave me.
I love that. I love that you have a growth mindset in that perspective, because it's like you always know that you are very good at what you're doing. I like that you're still achieving to be better.
Yeah.
And there's not like where it's like I want to be the best, because there's always a level that you can always reach higher than where you are.
And then again, because I know I mentioned a lot, Anel a lot, because if it wasn't for this person, I don't think I would be where I am now. Anel, I looked at her and I saw me in her, because everything that she did, it was basically everything that I really loved. She was very creative. That woman didn't sleep. I saw her from working, because at first she worked. There was a room in the backyard where she lived. Yeah? She used that room as her studio. So she started working at home. So I saw everything when she started working from home, opening her own business, and then now she's running two companies. So I saw everything. So now, for seeing Anel from where she was to where she is now, that's like a big thing for me because it encourages me a lot. Because I tell myself, if she can do it, then I can also do it because I saw where she comes from.
Yeah.
And then I also saw where she is now.
Yeah.
I was like with her.
And what she's done to
Oh,
get to where she
and
is
what
now.
what she done,
Yeah.
what she did. Everything that she did, her tears, her laughter, every little single thing. When she got married, when she got pregnant, like everything, I saw everything. So that's every time when maybe something gives me a challenge, and then I always remember what Anel went through, and then I do it. Because there's no way I can't do it. You are.
Well, is there a collection or a piece that you have designed that you feel deeply connected to? Or that helped you overcome an emotional barrier?
I have. There's a lot. There's a lot of them. The one that I designed recently was for Principal Surprise for the Northwest School of Design Fashion Show.
Okay.
I was one of the fashion designers that was invited to design a Principal Surprise for the fashion show. The Principal Surprise is the design that only you design it for the principal, like you honor the principal in a garment. So you, yeah, whichever way you want to honor her, you just show it through the garment, and then she only sees the garment only at the day of the fashion show.
Oh, that's nice.
That's why they call it the Principal Surprise.
Okay, you're gonna have to take me through that. Because, so like, how do you know, like, did you guys already measure her? Is
No,
it-
we don't make the garment for her.
Okay.
They give us models.
Alright.
Yeah, so each designer has their own models, and then we get to fit the models at home in our own personal space. And then, and then we basically stitch the whole garment without no rules, no nothing. You just do it on by yourself.
Wow.
And then everyone gets to see it at the fashion show.
No,
that
that's
day.
incredible. That's incredible.
I wonder why we don't have something like that here.
I want a principal.
I
I
want-
want to
yeah.
be principal.
So it was actually the first time that I did this.
Thank you.
The first time. So that design for me was special because it was the first time that I was part of it. And then I was doing it for the principal of the Northwest School of Design. And you can imagine how many graduates of that school, how many are we? So I was one of the ones that was invited. So that really meant a lot.
Oh, so
to
they
me.
choose.
Yeah, they chose which graduates, and like there's a lot. There's a lot. So, and then I was one of the ones that were chosen for this year.
Congrats.
And then when I got the invite, I couldn't say no because I couldn't
They're
say
honoring
no. I was
you,
like, I'm gonna do this. So because but you really must know the principal. You must know her because when you design the garment, you must know what she likes and is she gonna like this, and it's very tricky, Yana. So you must know her, and then I know she loves black. She loves black and white and the color red. I wanted to use black and white and red, but then I decided to use black and white because it's her favorite colors. So I used black and white on that the garment. So and then they give you a theme, and so the theme for this year was polar opposites. So and then I chose chaos and order.
Ooh,
That is like so
okay.
like thought. Forgot the word, but yeah.
Yeah.
It really encourages you to think and think
Yeah.
out of the box, and then now
Truly.
Yeah.
you said chaos and order.
So now you
Polar
have to make
opposites,
them
but-
work nicely together, the chaos part and the order. But then the inspiration behind all that was to make things easy for me. I chose my life so that I can connect with the dress. because you can't just sit there and then sew. You
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
connect with your garment.
Wow.
So that when you work, when you take out like everything that you do, then it must show. Even when people see it, or they must at least understand, oh, okay, maybe she did this because she was feeling like this.
Like this,
or,
yeah.
I never knew
So-
like how much thought actually goes into a design.
Yeah, it's your, even with the client's garment, because like they'll bring an inspiration, then they'll tell you, I want this. You can't just take it and then make it. Because and then with my clients, I actually use my clients as my inspiration. Maybe let's say you come to me and then you have this nice attitude. I have to find something that maybe I like, maybe your attitude or your hair, your smile or something. Then when I stitch the garment, then I know, oh, okay, this client is nice, she's kind, and then and then I saw. But when you're difficult, right? The garment is not gonna look nice. No, I'm joking. But when you're difficult, sometimes the energy also goes through the garment, because it really gives me problems if you're a very difficult client. I've noticed it. It happens a lot.
That's incredible. Because like I think it goes maybe similar to like a lot of other things, you know, that we go through. For instance, the first thing that comes to my mind is my hair. You know, I'm now very strict on who touches my hair, because I feel like my hair holds a lot of energy, it holds a lot of memory, and it holds a lot of me. So like whoever's touching my hair, at least let us also have a good connection, and then I can feel comfortable with you touching my hair. But so I'm sure it goes also with other small things.
Yeah, it does.
That we underestimate, that things hold energy, and they might be ours, but you know, you want positive energy back to you as well. I like that. Don't think of that. And even just on one of the questions that I wanted to ask was, you know, being being exposed to like different body shapes and like different kinds of people, body image, how has that you know impacted you in your fashion design? Because like already there's this stigma that on the runway they can only be like skinny models, but now with this different notion, obviously everyone is welcome on the runway. How has that impacted your fashion design journey?
I never had a problem with different body sizes or shapes. I never really had a problem. Because I remember when I started my brand, I wanted to cater for all body shapes. Because my mission was to make all women feel comfortable and confident and sexy, and feel sexy still in your own body. And so although some bodies are very challenging, but I think the challenge is also very nice. I've had experiences of working with different types of bodies, and I don't think now I have a problem with the bodies, because I've worked with people that are short here or long here, short there and long here, and just even now I can tell because we make patterns like really before we cut.
Yes.
You draft a pattern, and then you can already see the body on the pattern, the shape, with the measurements as well. You can even tell with the measurements of, okay, this person is small here, big here, and then you already know the challenges. Okay, this is going to be my challenge, because some other people are very hollow here, and some are broad, and some have broad shoulders. There's a lot. But with measurements, you can tell. And then with the pattern, sketching the pattern as well, you can also tell, what am I dealing with? And then there's alterations. Then with the alterations, then you know. Okay. Maybe, let's say, because I've been doing this for a very long time, so I know this type of body, for the fit to sit like nicely, then I'm going to have to go with these alterations, do that. Maybe pinch there and
There.
yeah. So it's not really
I love that.
a problem for me. I
The goal is to make
I know.
everybody feel good at the end of the day and
and yeah.
confident. Yeah.
And then you also need to know your clients and be very close with their bodies and all that, because when you go through the kind of game, what do you call this? When you I'm looking for a word, consultation.
Yes.
And then they give you a design, and then you need to also give an advice. So, okay, for this body type, you're gonna have to go with maybe a flare skirt or a pencil dress or ball gown, and then they will also tell you maybe some of them have big boobs and then they don't like showing their big boobs.
them,
Yeah. And then you have to make sure the design doesn't focus on the boobs. Maybe make it flare so people can focus on the flare, not
Yes.
the boobs. It's like there's a lot that goes through. It's not just taking measurements and making patterns and cutting. Even with the cutting, there's just a lot, because when you cut, your measurements has to be right, your patterns has to be right before cutting, and then you're not supposed to make a mistake when you cut. When you cut, then you must make sure everything is fine.
Yeah.
And then before you go to the material, you can't cut wrong.
Oof. The pressure of cutting material is real.
And then there's fittings, and then we have fittings. Yeah. And then with the fittings, then some other the fittings, what I like about the fittings is that you notice other problems that you didn't notice with the measurements and the cutting. And then you can see it when someone is wearing, then you can notice, oh, okay, this person has the other leg is longer than the other one. There's a lot, and then the other boob is bigger than the other one. There's a lot of problems. Then you only notice, and then they don't even know. But then when you notice, but then the person doesn't even know. Oh, I've got my other arm is longer.
Wow. That's a skill.
I think you don't tell them. You don't tell them. You just continue, but you notice, okay, this is what's going on, and then you just pick up some story to tell her, oh, maybe I forgot to do this. And then I always have to blame myself. No. Maybe I didn't add 2 centimeters here, that's why this one is longer, because I can't say your hand is the other arm is longer than the other one. Because some people get very...
Yeah, self-conscious. Yeah.
And offended.
You have to watch what you say, and then when you say it, you have to make sure you say it nicely.
And respectfully.
When you say it, yeah.
True.
So
yeah, it goes back to just being kind, to your clients, also to yourself as you're working, and just be kind.
I really love how passionate you are about fashion and design, and how just listening to you, I can see the passion through what you are saying. But we do have a lot of people who I feel are watching, also inspired to be fashion designers maybe one day. What advice could you give to them, or tips or resources that have helped you to help them with their journey into being a fashion designer?
So mostly people would say, don't give up and follow your dreams. And then when you say that, I don't know, I want to say that, but then I remember when I was struggling, and then I was listening to this other friend. I was actually listening to, I used to love watching Gert, because he's also from the Northwest School of Design, and then other designers mostly would say, don't give up and follow your dreams. And then it gets really hard.
Yeah.
Sure, it gets really hard where you really feel like giving up. I thought what worked for me, because I have a son. I don't know with the people that don't have kids. Because I have a son, I use him as my motivation. Because then it works for me. And then again, if it's not with the sun, I always have to remember, why am I doing this? So those are the only things that really push me. Because sometimes I would really give up and then sit and not want to wake up and not want to do anything. And then he walks in.
No.
And then I have to stand up. You're going to make me cry.
Sorry. Okay, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah, it's really my son. So, and then after I joined the Giving Spring Foundation, I almost forgot. The other thing that really pushed me a lot, that's where I got the why. Why are you doing this? Because they would always remind us, just don't forget why you're doing this. Remember why you're doing this. That's where I got the why. So yeah, with the Giving Spring Foundation as well, that's my other motivation. If it's not my son, then it's, why are you doing this?
That's incredible. So now we're in a place where, you know, social media is big. There's TikTok, there's Bambani, there's all different aspects. How has that influenced you in your fashion designing journey, social media?
I'm very bad with social media things. I'm very bad. So, and then I got a business coach from the Giving Spring Foundation. I'm very bad. Sometimes I forget to post. Sometimes I don't like sitting on my phone and posting and having to think about, okay, how am I going to do this? And then, so I have a business coach from the Project Hamba, and she's been helping me with that. And ever since she was given to me, I've been posting, and then I got a lot of clients. So this is where I got my clients, because I was consistent.
Posting, wow.
Yeah, she would remind me every single day, did you post? Don't forget your why. Yeah, so it's because of her that I really am consistent. I'm going to post now. And then I'm going to make myself a skirt after here, so I bought myself a cake, so I wanted to take pictures with my cake and the skirt that I made. But I'm going to make sure today, before the end of today, I'm going to take a picture and then post the skirt that I'm going to make.
Yes.
I didn't finish it. It's halfway done. So when I get home, I'm going to make sure that I finish it and then post before the end of today.
Please do. And we'll be there too.
You'll see it on
like
comment.
Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Paul, since we almost finished with our podcast, is there any designs that you have that you would like to share and talk about?
So one of the designs is the one that I spoke about, the principal surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is my baby sister's design. Oh yeah, the principal surprise, the black and white one.
Okay.
And then that one is very special to me because I had to make it for my principal.
That's gorgeous.
It's my former principal.
So is it like arm sleeves? Is it just
it's sleeveless. It's off shoulder.
Nice.
It's a corset. It's a dress, actually, but it's off shoulder here. It doesn't have sleeves. And then it's pleated, and then it's got beads, and then it's black and white.
Her favorite colors.
Yeah, so I wanted to make it slim because I like the elegant part and the corset, just to highlight the classy part and the elegance part.
I love how well you mixed with the chaos and order that you're saying that you're going for.
But then with my chaos, I couldn't really go overboard because I don't remember experiencing too much of a dramatic chaos in my life. So I couldn't really go overboard. And then I just took a wire and then I beaded it. I put beads and then I just tied
Make
around.
magic.
Yeah. For my chaos. Yeah. And then,
And then your next design?
And then the next design is it was the one that I made for my baby sister for her matric farewell.
Oh.
Because it was a special day. So that one also holds a special place in my heart because it's something that she was really waiting for. And we were actually all waiting for it. And then when I made it for her, because she was really, it's that moment where you're done with school and then she was really happy. So I wanted to make that day for her very special. And then we made that black. It's actually 2-in-1 because there's pens under there.
Oh, that's nice. It's like a take-off skirt.
Yeah, she had to. She was supposed to use a motorbike, so that's why we had like pens under. And then when they got to the venue, then the skirt over.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
I wish I had that design for my matric ball.
Right?
I've been rocking it.
And then the third one, it's also special because it was the first time ever in my life that I made a pageant dress and then it won.
Woo!
So she won for first princess. She was the first princess in the Miss Kleckstop pageants. Wow. And then, and she's Olivia Lekalak. She's a member.
Oh,
You know
so
her, I think you know
beautiful.
her. So,
Shout out to Olivia for being the gorgeous model that she is.
So when she won, it was like one of the best moments of my life because then I was like, she won and she wore my dress. Yeah.
So it felt like you also won as well.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mpho, thank you so much for showing off your designs and thank you so much for joining us today. We really learned so much from you about fashion and all of the work that you put in. I hope every client that you get or every customer who asks you to design for them knows exactly how much effort and love and a piece of yourself that you put on in every piece that you make. So thank you so much.
Thank you
for joining us and sharing your journey. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Me too. Thanks for tuning in to Giving Spring Podcast. Here we bring you powerful conversations and practical topics that you can use right away.
A big shout out to the Giving Spring Foundation and its founders for making this podcast possible.
Now it's your turn. Hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Let's keep the momentum going.